One former Brumby who's putting something back into the sport is George Gregan. He recently joined a group from the Tag Rugby Trust on a trip to his native Livingston in Zambia. The purpose being to introduce the game to nearly 400 children.
There's a huge contrast in how things are in Zambia compared to what you're used to back home. Obviously, the conditions and the facilities, but also just the raw talent. A lot of these children and I guess males and females have never played rugby before, have just been introduced to it, but they've still got incredible skill sets and they've still got a really good understanding of what games are all about and how to find space, and they like to win. And they're really good sports, and it's been a real pleasure to work with them.
Gregan joined coaches from junior sides in Australia who'd made the trip to educate students and teachers alike.
This was something to aim at coaches and managers or people involved in junior rugby, but the ability to go overseas and work with kids that don't get that level of support.
The reality of landing here is very different indeed, and no matter how prepared you are, how much you think you know about it, you hop in here and it's just eye-opening and unbelievable and pleasurable, I've got to say, because it's pleasurable because there's a lot, compared to where we are, it's a very different environment, but the children, the people, they're just so happy, and that's been a big thing for me.
The aim was to teach and to inspire, and it seems that the mission was accomplished.
The first 3 days of coaching is really about, firstly, mass involvement, so getting all the kids involved and a real experience in the sport. But then from our point of view, starting to identify and break down teams within each of the schools that they can play each other, so they spend plenty of time playing each other. And then by the end of the third day, we've broken down the ability to actually select a team for that school to then go and play other schools, which will be the last day, the fourth day, which is the tournament day.
As you can see, everyone is interested. This keeps them fit, keeps them healthy, and everyone is okay. As you can see, others are going to school when they find their friends playing. They want to join there and then instead of going for classes. So everyone is interested.
The success of the project is measured not by a quick fix, but in the long-term benefits to the local community. And so emphasis is put on training young coaches like Luindi. She was running sessions at her school after only a few days' guidance.
Afterwards, the kids started troubling me. Madam, want to play the game again. Madam, want to play the game again. I told them, I don't have any idea about this game. And we don't have the kit. They said, oh, what we want is to play the game. I said, okay, if that's what you want. I went into the market, I got one whistle, and the school helped us with 2 football balls. We never had any tags. We started doing the trainings every Friday in the afternoon with the grade 4s and 5s only first.
And the work extended beyond the playing fields.
This time again, they are painting another classroom and they're placing a chalkboard, not a classroom which was broken. So they're putting a new one and they're also painting the whole classroom, which is very interesting for us because we're appreciating this as we're working together as cooperating partners.
But the best was kept for last when the 4 local primary schools were given the chance to compete against each other.
The tournament day has 16 teams. They'll play broken down into pools of 4, they will play games against each other, and every team will go through and the winners of each pool will play the winners of the other pool and the seconds will play the seconds and so on. So realistically, it's a full day tournament where all the kids come in together from each of the different schools and play each other. So yeah, it's a fantastic day for the kids.
I think from a tag rugby perspective, it's a great introduction, and the kids sort of are learning what is a complicated game, rugby, but it breaks it down quite nicely. It's enjoyable, it's fun, there's lots of movement, and it's competitive too. But more importantly, like there's competition amongst the other schools, which I think is a fantastic thing in a community such as this.